Tales from the Island of Todor, Episode 3, Dudley's Revenge. Dudley the Vagrant Engine is the Island of Todor's main goods engine. He's a big black steam engine, and he's from the LNER, like Alfred. However, Dudley hates him and hates the comparison. When he was saved from scrap by the handsome Git, he refused to be painted in apple green livery or have LNER on his tender, just so he wouldn't be associated with Alfred. Anyways, one day, Dudley was coming back from the works. The troublesome trucks, or the troublesome hopper trucks, which were brand new, had tricked him, and a big engine crashed into the bottom of the sea at the harbour. Now he was as good as new, but he was still angry about the trucks. "I'd rather not go near those bloody things," he grumbled to himself. But the trucks sang songs, rude and loud. Now you're probably thinking, he's a big engine. Silly little truck song shouldn't bother him. But believe me when I say it, an Island of Todor truck has a mouth like a drunken sailor. They are led by Hopper, the leader of the hopper trucks, who is the only one to have a name and have a golden tooth in his teeth. "Dudley is a stupid twit, thinks he's frickin' clever, think that he can boss us around, that's the best joke ever. When he orders us about, we don't frickin' listen, we just push him at the bottom of the harbour sea. Bam, Castle Dudley." The other engines were shocked, mainly because the water tower got contaminated again the day before, and they all got terrible hangovers. "Be quiet," they said. But they couldn't be everywhere, and everywhere they weren't, the trucks began again. At last, at night of the sheds, the engines just gave up. "We'll just have to live with it," they groaned. "Thanks a lot, Dudley." "It wasn't my fault," protested Dudley. "They said there was a diesel that snuck onto this island. You would have done the same." But the engines just ignored him. One member of the railway, however, did feel sorry for Dudley. The box cab father was the first ever engine to arrive on the railway. He was brought in 1909 to help build the railway. However, he is no longer in service because in 1924, his driver and fireman thought cooking a turkey inside of his firebox would be completely harmless. Boom! Somehow he survived, and most of him was salvaged, and now he spends his days as either a snowplow for Alfred or a buffer stop at a siding. He acts as a conduit between the engines and the rolling stock on the island. One day, he spoke to Timothy. The E2 tank engine hadn't slept all night and was bashing the trucks something awful. "I am worried, Master Timothy," said the boxcab father. "This disrespect for engines, where's it going to end, man?" "About 10:30, yawned the sleepy tank engine. "I have a plan, Master Timothy. May I stay here today and help Master Dudley out? I believe in my own favour on saving me from the fish train. And get yourself a washdown while you're at it, man. Tell the workmen I sent you." That's nice," yawned Timothy, and he went to go find Dudley. Soon, the boxcab father was explaining his plan to the two engines. "Good God," said Timothy, bubbles going freely through his nose. "How in buggery could that help Dudley?" But Dudley interrupted. Nah, Timothy. He's right. I was a stupid twit. It's really my fault. I got to put this right." "But his plan makes no sense," protested the tank engine. "I mean, do you know anywhere around here that looks like that could sell you a flamethrower? And how could you even operate it? You don't have any hands." "My driver and fireman could do it," reasoned Dudley. Timothy snorted. Your driver and fireman? The man who needs a tiny ladder just to get inside your cab? Flamethrower indeed." All right, said the boxcab father. "So what is not my finest plan? We'll just go with my plan B is all." "Oh, whatever," said Timothy. "I haven't got time for this. I got coaches and trucks to bump. good day." Yeah, moaned Dudley ominously. But he did feel dreadfully nervous inside. Always in the dodgy water again. Soon, Dudley was arranging the hopper trucks 2 by 2. The workmen were all busy watching the cricket match in the hub, so the big engine wouldn't be disturbed. "That's the way, Master Dudley," whispered the boxcab father. "And if you leave that hopper till last, he'll be behind you. Just do as I say, and your revenge will be successful, man." At last, the train of hopper trucks were arranged in one big line, with Hopper leading the way. Dudley reversed back to him and coupled up to him. Push him! Whispered Hopper. "Pass it on." The trucks began to laugh, but Dudley felt determined. Revenge was burning through his boiler, and his wheels gripped the rails. I'm ready, boxcab father," he said bravely. "It's payback time." "That's the spirit, lad," cheered the boxcab father. "Now, move!" Dudley tried to move forward, but he couldn't. Something in his cab burst. Your safety valve burst again, Dudley," said his driver. "Oh, brilliant!" snarled the tender engine. "Now my revenge plan is ruined." "Ah!" he cried a voice. "I don't like this." It was Hopper. Dudley was so busy grumbling to himself that he can't move forward. He didn't know that he was squashing the hopper truck. Stop pushing! Wailed Hopper. Oh, I'm going to explode! Kaboom! And he did, spectacularly. Then there was trouble. The noise drowned out from the nearby hub where the workmen were at, and they all rushed outside to see what happened. The handsome Git was among them. "What in the name of Albus Dumbledore is going on?" he said. His eyes clapped on Dudley and the remains of Hopper. 2 and 2 came together pretty quickly. It was his fault, sir," said Dudley, eyed and embarrassed boxcab father. The handsome Git expected Hopper. As I thought. Rusty planks, ruddy wheels. "You know what? You were the worst truck we ever had," he said. He pointed to Dudley. "Dudley, thank you for getting rid of a stupid piece of rolling stock. Rolling stock should not have names in the first place. You know what, Dudley? You deserve a reward." Dudley smiled. "Thank you, sir." Nowadays, Dudley now pulls passenger trains, but he wasn't really good at it, so he went back to being a goods engine. Hopper, on the other hand, wasn't scrapped, but unfortunately, he was rebuilt into a skip. Now people can throw rubbish at him, and now a homeless person now lives inside of him. Hopper doesn't like it, but he can't do anything about it. And as for the other Hopper trucks, they all give Dudley a newfound respect. "Take care with Mr. Dudley. You play tricks on him, and he'll crush you without even moving a wheel." The end.